All right, let's go. December 17th, 2021. What is up, my dragons? Another day, and we're here back at it. Today, gonna be a really short one. I'm just gonna go through the broad page and get to my point, because let's get rid of the fluff here, all right? Let's see. The brawl is going on, and I hope somebody can, one of the top guys can step up from the top down. I know some of them are hard, like, we never know. I tried to fill up the gold race so we can at least have there and leave the rest of the 10. And I think we have 15 members. Yeah, 16 minus me, fighting over that 10 spot over here. So 3 of you guys probably don't, but I would like to see somebody just step up from the top down. Now, if you have a good ranking, good cards, but it's hard to tell, right? You have to go look at your other members, see what they are. I kind of just look at, whatever your rankings currently. You'll be nice. Some of you might have to take some time off and not play. That's fine too. But as we go up, that's what we kind of do. Yeah, you got to look at your team and see where we're needed. Like, I try to still recruit here every day, every video, gold members who want to join in on the fray. Message me, contact me. You'll be entered into the guild whenever our spot opens up, priority. Other than that, we have our raffles here. All right, that's all I gotta say today, and let's go on and open some cards and go on with some important stuff. So let's go. All right, let's see. I'm gonna try to still just keep giving as much as as much if it draws attention, if it to the right attentions, right? All right, let's go for the raffles and get on. Well, let's get on with my show. I'll do the raffle at the end. All right. Today's show is actually about, like I said from previous, the Xiao, the 24 examples how to be good to your parents. Today I had a pretty heated but some discussions about these kind of things. I think it's better to just go through. Right now it's about 21 days till the end of the year. One a day, pretty is good. All right, I got put up the first story already, and I would like to. This is the Chinese version. It's kind of hard. The title is Xiao感动天. I think I heard this one before. So there's actually, I haven't heard all of the stories, but it'd be nice to share with my dragons here. That says paragons. That's nice. They're actually just stories. Philiopili. This name is so stupid. I don't know. Nobody knows what Philiopili means. You have to look at the dictionary. It doesn't sound. Just say 24 examples of how to be good to your parents in Chinese lores or something. All right. So the first one is basically they all have a kind of word, 4-word that describes that's the whole story. This one is 孝感动天. I tried to translate it on Chinese Google Translate, but it's stupid. But here's how I say it with my speech chat. It's nice.
孝感动天.
孝感动天. Basically, it means that this dude Sun, he's so good to his parents that the king, the heaven, the everything above, moved and gave him and made him the king eventually. So the story goes that Xiao, back in the well, I don't want to read this. Actually, I got this. I got a video for you. Let's just cut to right here. This is I think it's good to have a visual of it to go through it. As I'll translate it's about 6 minutes. I'll translate you on right of part of it. A long time ago, there's a person called Sun. He's very good. His real mother passed long ago, and his father married another woman, right? So obviously his stepmother's really bad to him, and he made him work, beat him. And he's always on the field making him work, do all this housework and everything. He has a stepbrother. There it is, his Xiang, right? That's his stepmother and his dad. His dad just weakling. He just always just listened to his real dad, just listening to his mom, and just they don't always work. Just put him out there working by himself. But all the village people just said, what a good kid he is. And, even though with all that, and he's still a good kid. So this is the Xiao, the king. He's getting old, and he wanna find a person from the regular people and pass my kingdom to him. Because I want to find good people to pass. So this one advisor said there's one person who's just famous in the mountains that is just so good to his parents, that he's really good by the actions of what he does, going through this, that he's given. So the Yao emperor heard this news, so he want to bring him onto the emperor and to test him, to see. There it is. So after talking to him, he's very, very happy with him. He gave him both of his daughters to him as wives. So he just took the two princesses' wives back to home after the king, not to pass, but as just a test, a couple of years. So he took the princess back to the villages, and they're trying to still become a family, but the little kid brother is just jealous. He got all these things from the king. He just want to get rid of him. So he's really bad, right? So he said all these bad things about him. I want to get rid of him and plan to kill him. But one of the princesses, his wives, heard and went to tell Sun. Sun, after even heard it, and he said, "Ha, don't worry about it. Just be careful. That's all. I think I'm okay. He just don't even take it. He just has such a pure heart." He said, "How can anybody do that? Just don't worry." So, anyways, here it is. His father and told him to get on the thing because they planned to get rid of him. So he told him to go to the top of the roof and to work. And of course, he's a good kid and he always listens to his father. Has no ill will anywhere. Then his kid brother lit up the house that he was working on, so he can't get off. So he's trapped on there. Oh no, what's he gonna do? He's almost gonna when at that time this is kind of weird. Some of the how did he get out, or some of the stories might be embellished. He just flew off the like a wings, and he was all right. Then his kid brother was very, very angry. He failed, and he still tried to get together and get rid of him again. So this time they made him dig a hole on the ground. Just tell him to go dig a hole, and once he gets all the way at the bottom, his father and the kid brother, went over there and just buried him alive right in there. Man, the kid brother and the father is just freaking bad people. But Sun, he's already figured that out. He's smart, so he dig a tunnel on the side, and he came out unharmed. Of course, because Sun, even though he's pure heart, he's still pretty good at stuff. And you can't just burn him. So he's still good. He came back and still like nothing happened. He don't have anything bad to his brother or his father, step brother. Even the elephants came out here and helped him work. I mean, this is getting kind of, but even the birds. This is what Xiao Gan Dong Tian. The way he is just so. Even the birds and the bees and the elephants. I'm actually moved, but this is actually based on real stories. So when the king, after all these years, he saw this, and he passed the test that you are indeed a good person that I can pass my crown to. Even his own sons, he didn't pass the seeds to his sons, but to Sun. All right, so that's generally the moral of the story. And here's a poem that kind of is hard for me to translate, but basically, let me stop this and go back. I mean, back in the olden days, any emperor, most of the dynasties, the emperors, I think everyone except this is the only example where he passed his emperor to somebody else besides his sons. He has 9 sons. Usually they fight over, throughout Chinese history, they fight over the kingdom, the next one. There's just so much bloody history. But this is one of the rare examples that he picked how to pick a person to rule among people, that it starts with the way he treats his parents as character, right? And this guy was he's just, all he does, even after his, step mom and step brother try to kill him, even his own dad, try to get rid of him, that he still just go back and do his things, doesn't have viewers, and just still, you were protected by nature. And that's one of the first stories of the 24 Pleiades. And here's a preview for the next one. Thank you for sitting through listening. I know it's kind of, I'll try to not stutter too much if I go back and edit a little bit. But that is the first story. Hope you like that one. It's the of Sun. The Xiao Gan Tian. There's still 24. So tomorrow we're gonna do this one. How do you say that one? Let's have a preview. I don't even know how to. Some of these. This is a complicated word, not the simplified.
戏彩于亲.
戏台于亲. Alright, I'll look that up and see what the story of that is, and we'll go on that one. Alright, let's go on with the draw. Thank you for inserting the Word Dragons. And today's draw, and always, take that story and know that it's an example. Most people might not be able to do it, but it's something looked up to, right? You don't strive for perfection, but knowing that things like that, people like that, does exist, and for you to strive for, and that's what Dao Li is. All right, let's see what we got. We got everybody. Yes, and there's gonna be 31. We're gonna do 3 more draws, just like before. Everybody's probably doing their holiday. It's okay if you need some time off. Just sit back, relax, watch some videos, learn some stories, and get some cards. All right, today I'm gonna give away 3 of this one, the Grim Reaper. How about that? $3, not bad. We'll go about 3 of them. Let's see who get the first one. So remember, put your name, like Kai Dao is a new one, from your comments. I will. Okay, what's Kai Dao? I need to check my notes. Okay, Kai Dao 4. It's a YouTube waitlist. It's from the previous ones. Congratulations, Kai Dao 4. Remember, just put your Splinternet username here, and you will be in the raffle. I'll go through all my comments, try to scrape up all the names. And once the spot opens up, you might be eligible for that one too. Let's go to our next winner. Congratulations, Coffee19. Coffee. Wow, she's getting a lot of wins lately. Congratulations again. She's gonna be on the guild chat off commission for a little bit. Wish her well. Fast recovery. Take care of personal stuff. Everybody need to do that too. You cannot help other people or be the best of you if you can't take care of yourself, right? So always take care of your health, your body, mind, and soul first. All right, next one. Congratulations. We got Y2NIK again, which is a active affiliate. Just like I do go through my affiliates list. See, this is scrape the list on there. See if they're active. I do get some spam affiliates, of course. Let me just show you. But if you have ratings, if you're playing, like this, keeping it up, I will add you to the list and still give you a card, right? Just like Y2 and K2. There we go. Congratulations, everybody. Of course, goldies, keep up the bra, keep up the good work. Let's get 10 more, then we can have more people in the fray. More people getting their merits, and then I will be upgrading the store for you guys. I know what you guys want. So you can start buying this you, with your merits, gladiator case, so you can get some cards and more better stuff, right? Since we're all accumulating in our case anyways. Alright, soon we'll be able to do that. Alright, hope you liked that one. I'll see you on the next one. Alright, peace.